There are places that do not belong to a single nation. They belong to the planet's collective memory. They are treasures that time has carefully preserved and that the world recognizes as priceless inheritances worthy of care and respect. In this journey, we travel through settings where architecture reaches the sublime and nature reveals its most luminous face under UNESCO's seal alpine valleys that feel like a dream, cathedrals that lift the gaze, and ancient cities that still carry the pulse of distant civilizations. Prepare to understand why these destinations are essential jewels of the earth, along a route of wonder, where every step reveals an eternal detail. And with that promise of marvel, we begin. Number 15. The Alhambra, Spain. On the hills of Granada, the Alhambra unfolds as a Palatine city of hypnotic delicacy, where stone, water, and light seem to speak the same language. Walking through its courtyards is entering a universe of perfect proportions, slender columns, arches repeating like a poem, and reliefs that invite close, unhurried observation. Reflections in the pools double the beauty and turn every angle into a different scene, especially as the sun sets and bathes the walls in warm tones. Moving calmly along its marked routes, you discover how gardens and fountains organize the space so the visitor can breathe, contemplate, and be guided by the murmur of water. To experience it safely and responsibly, it's best to reserve in advance, follow site rules, and choose authorized guided visits when available. With that sense of harmony still present, the route urges us to seek another form of greatness. Number 14. Pitons, St. Lucia. In the heart of the Caribbean, two volcanic spires rise beside the sea with imposing elegance, Gros Piton and Petit Piton. From the coast, their silhouette appears to guard the bay, while tropical vegetation blankets the slopes in deep green that contrasts with the turquoise water. Watching sailboats and vessels move near these mountains helps grasp their true-scale nature. Here is measured not in haste, but in perspective. At sunset, the Surreal area becomes even more enveloping. The sky ignites with golden hues and the landscape takes on a cinematic calm, as if time stretches so you can look more closely. A safe and legal way to enjoy it is to choose designated viewpoints boat tours with registered operators and authorized hiking routes, always respecting signage and local guidance. Between rock, sea, and light, the Caribbean offers a lesson in balance. And when that contrast stays etched in the retina, we travel toward an oasis of art along the Silk Road. Number 13. Registan Square, Uzbekistan. In Samarkand, Registan Square appears as an explosion of blues and turquoises that challenges the horizon, a stage where architecture is not only seen, but experienced. Three monumental madrasas embrace the space with facades of meticulous mosaics domes that capture light and geometric patterns, seemingly designed to guide the gaze upward. Walking the square early in the morning, the air feels still, and every detail inscription stars. Reliefs gains clarity as if the place invites you to come closer and discover layer after layer. From certain points, a nearly musical symmetry emerges, and inside decorated vaults and ceilings create a serene atmosphere that encourages lower voices and heightened attention. For a comfortable visit, wear stable footwear, stay hydrated, and follow permitted access routes, especially in restored areas. Here, travel becomes a bridge crossing from the present into a past of cultural exchange and shared beauty. And with that gateway to the east open, we enter a realm where nature sets the rhythm. Number 12. The Amazon, South America. The Amazon feels like a breathing green immensity, a mosaic of rivers, rainforest, and wide skies where every journey becomes discovery. From a small boat, the water mirrors clouds and branches like glass, and the light shifts by the minute, painting the landscape with new tones. In some areas, the river widens so much it feels like a lake. In others, it narrows and becomes intimate, framed by vegetation that leans toward the shore. The most valuable experience here is not seeing fast, but learning to observe, listening to forest sounds, noticing subtle movement among leaves, and understanding how local communities live with their environment through respect and knowledge. To do it well, choose responsible authorized operators, follow accredited guides, and keep a prudent distance from wildlife without interfering with natural behavior. Bringing sun protection approved repellent and lightweight long-sleeve clothing helps ensure comfort. The Amazon reminds us that exploring also means caring. And after that lesson in natural humility, we continue toward an alpine valley where water falls like an endless whisper. Number 11. Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland. Lauterbrunnen seems like a valley suspended between rock walls and gentle meadows. A place where waterfalls draw white lines over green as if painted by hand. The famous Staubach Fall drops from great height, and when the breeze blows, its water turns to mist, creating a veil that shifts with the sun. Walking the village is an invitation to calm wooden houses, clean paths, distant bells, and a reassuring sense of natural order. A train ride through the area reveals morning fog lifting over fields, while the snow-capped peaks of the Bernese Oberland guard the horizon. If you drive, the roads are serene, but caution is advised. Respect limits and weather conditions. To enjoy it safely, follow marked routes, wear non-slip footwear on wet trails, and check local advisories if heading to viewpoints. Lauterbrunnen isn't checked off a list, it's breathed in. And with that serenity in the body, we move toward a coast where rock and ocean meet in an unforgettable display. Number 10. Napali, Hawaii. On the island of Kauai, the Napali Coast rises with green cliffs shaped by time, forming sharp ridges and deep valleys opening to the Pacific. From the air or the sea, the landscape impresses without exaggeration. Waterfalls sliding down vertical walls, hidden beaches, and dense vegetation that changes tone by the hour. Sailing close to shore reveals the true scale of the cliffs, while the swell sets a steady rhythm that turns the journey into a sensory experience. For hikers, trails offer memorable viewpoints, but prudence is essential. Choose routes suited to your fitness level. Carry sufficient water, respect closures, and follow ranger guidance. Here, exploration feels like a conversation with the land you move. Slowly look more and understand why this place is so cherished. Napali doesn't ask for speed, it asks for attention. And with that attention sharpened, the journey returns to Europe, entering a city built with history on every corner. Number 9. Old City of Prague, Czech Republic. Prague captivates at first glance: red rooftops, Gothic towers, and an atmosphere that blends elegance and warmth with ease. Walking across Charles Bridge at dawn as light reflects on the Vltava River, turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Every statue and stone seems placed to make you pause and look. Prague Castle crowns the city from above its courtyards, inviting slow exploration guided by morning silence. In Old Town Square, facades form a mosaic of styles and details perfect for those who enjoy studying balconies, windows, and centuries of lines. A safe, pleasant visit is best done on foot with comfortable shoes for cobblestones and respect for pedestrian zones and local rules. Prague reveals itself across seasons' warm tones in autumn, crystalline air in winter. And when that urban magic settles in, we move toward a temple where stone rises like vertical music. Number 8. Cologne Cathedral, Germany. Cologne Cathedral commands attention through verticality, twin towers dominating the skyline and drawing the eye from miles away. Outside flying buttresses and intricate stonework display a patience of craftsmanship that's hard to imagine, each section a chapter of engineering and art. Inside the space, changes your breathing light passes through stained glass, casting gentle colors on the floor and creating a contemplative hush. Taking time to study details, chapels, vaults, sculptures turns the visit into a slow, almost meditative exploration. At sunset, the ensemble along the Rhine offers a postcard that needs no filters, just attentive eyes and a few quiet minutes. For safe enjoyment, follow established routes, respect restricted areas, and take care on viewpoints or stairways by following official guidance. Here, beauty doesn't shout, it endures. And with that sense of inner height, we travel to an ancient port where light becomes a daily celebration. Number 7. Hoi An, Vietnam. Hoi An glows softly, especially at dusk when silk lanterns light up and the Thu Bon River reflects sparks like stored stars. Walking its streets feels like entering a scene of ochre facades, old balconies and corners where time slows. The Japanese-covered bridge marks an iconic point in the historic quarter, opening into lanes filled with workshops, crafts, and aromas of local cuisine, an inviting energy throughout. One of the best ways to experience the city is to wander without haste. Pause at markets and watch everyday life, passing bicycles, conversations, small stalls with fruit and handmade keepsakes. At night, a calm boat ride with authorized operators can be safe and serene, always respecting river rules and capacity limits. Hoi An teaches that exploration can be simple: a light, a reflection, a laugh. And with that warmth in the chest, the route continues toward a monument where stone tells stories in relief. Number 6. Borobudur, Indonesia. In Java, Borobudur rises like a stone mandala, a monumental structure inviting you to ascend level by level as if the journey itself were the message. At dawn, tropical mist wraps the temple and silence takes center stage. Light arrives slowly, revealing reliefs carved with a precision that asks for time and respect. Walking its terraces is a measured exploration. Each turn opens a new perspective of the landscape, distant hills and volcanoes, and stupas crowning the summit like bells of calm. Most captivating is how the site guides attention from wall details to the wide horizon, from the near to the immense. To visit safely and responsibly, follow marked routes, respect conservation rules, avoid touching reliefs, and wear comfortable, sturdy footwear. If official guides are available, they can add context without disrupting the atmosphere. Borobudur isn't just a visit, it's a rhythm. And after that serene cadence, we head north to discover a luminous winter meant to be contemplated slowly. Number 5. Lapland, Finland and Sweden. Lapland is a land of crisp clarity and silent beauty, where forests wear snow and the landscape becomes a composition of whites, grays, and blues. From a quiet road or viewpoint, trees resemble natural sculptures and frozen lakes stretch like smooth surfaces reflecting the sky. By day, low winter light adds a gentle glow. At dusk, pinks and violets transform the horizon into a slow-moving canvas. On clear nights, the sky may offer dancing lights. Many travelers dream of seeing made more special through patience and proper cold weather gear. For safe exploration, follow local guidance, choose activities with authorized providers, guided walks or marked routes, and use appropriate thermal equipment for sub-zero temperatures, layers gloves, and insulated footwear. Here, adventure is quiet, listening to snow crunch, breathing clean air, and learning to move with respect. And with that Nordic peace lingering, we jump to a city where history appears as a continuous mosaic. Number 4. Historic center of Rome, Italy. Rome is an open-air museum, best explored on foot. One corner reveals a piazza, another opens onto a facade, and the journey becomes the plan. Seeing the Colosseum in warm light carries the aesthetic weight of centuries, but the city also captivates through closer details, murmuring fountains, narrow streets leading to unexpected courtyards, and the Pantheon's dome filtering light with near theatrical effect. To enjoy it fully, divide your route by neighborhoods, rest in open squares, and hydrate often, especially in warmer months. Depth grows when you alternate grand monuments with simple moments sitting to watch urban life, hearing different languages and noticing how the present coexists naturally with ancient traces. Always respect signage schedules and access rules, and choose official guided tours when seeking deeper historical context. Rome isn't consumed, it's explored with curiosity. And with that curiosity awakened, the journey takes us to a sanctuary of turquoise waters and mountain forests. Number 3. Jiuzhaigou Valley, China. In Sichuan, Jiuzhaigou Valley feels imagined into existence. Turquoise lakes, forests shifting color by season, and cascades linking the landscape like bridges of water. What surprises most is the clarity. Some lakes reveal submerged trunks and bottom shapes, creating serene depth. Walking along boardwalks and designated trails, water sounds accompany each stretch, inviting a slower pace, attentive looking, and deep breathing. From higher points, cloud-wrapped mountains appear. Near temples or stupas, the area's spirituality emerges through prayer flags moving in the wind, adding color and calm. To visit safely and legally, stay on marked routes, respect restricted zones, avoid littering, and follow park ranger instructions. Jiuzhaigou teaches careful exploration. Walk lightly, observe deeply. And with that aquatic serenity as company, we travel to the Yucatan Peninsula to discover a stone city shaped by geometry. Number 2. Uxmal, Mexico. Uxmal rises amid Yucatan's vegetation as a lesson in architectural precision, where each facade seems calculated to impress without losing balance. The Pyramid of the Magician with its singular profile anchors the route, while plazas and palaces connect like chapters of a unified visual story. Walking through the quadrangle of the nuns or viewing the governor's palace reveals rich decoration-carved stones catching light and shadow at different hours. The experience becomes especially immersive at sunset, when the complex takes on golden tones and the air softens. For a safe, respectful visit, bring water-sun protection and follow permitted access, avoiding climbs in unauthorized areas. An official guided visit can add cultural context without breaking the site's charm, helping explain links between architecture, astronomy, and landscape. Uxmal invites attentive exploration. Here, detail is the path. And with that geometric elegance, we reach the journey's close at a setting that has inspired awe for millennia. Number 1. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Giza greets the traveler with a hard-to-describe feeling. Open desert, vast sky, and ahead forms that defy time. Seeing the pyramids at dawn is an experience of light tones shift from soft beige to gold, each edge defined as if the sun were drawing lines on sand. From different vantage points, the composition becomes clear, and the landscape frames it. Walking slowly through permitted areas allows the scale to register without haste. The Sphinx's serene presence completes the panorama with symbolism and mystery, inviting contemplation over collection of photos. For safe legal enjoyment, consider authorized guides for detailed explanations, respect perimeters and official hours, and stay hydrated in a climate that can be dry and warm even in mild seasons. Giza isn't just visited, it's lived calmly, a dialogue among engineering, landscape, and wonder. And with that final image in mind, we close the route with gratitude and the desire to keep exploring. A single thread connects all UNESCO World Heritage sites. One of the most fascinating facts about UNESCO World Heritage sites is not found in any single monument, landscape, or city. It lies in what they all quietly share. Despite their vast differences in geography, culture, and time period, every UNESCO site represents a moment when humanity and the planet reached a rare balance between creation, survival, and meaning. From remote rainforests to stone-built cities, these places were not chosen simply because they are beautiful or old. They were recognized because they mark points in history where people learn to adapt rather than dominate, to observe rather than erase. In many cases, the greatest value of these sites is not what was built, but how it was built using local materials, responding to climate, respecting terrain, and embedding belief, art, or knowledge into physical space. What makes this especially compelling is that most of these sites were never intended to become global icons. Ancient builders did not imagine international lists or future travelers. They built for their communities, their gods, their seasons, and their survival. Yet centuries later, these same choices resonate across cultures speaking a language that does not require translation. A stone arch in Europe, a stepped temple in Asia, or a ceremonial plaza in the Americas, all tell the same quiet story: humans seeking harmony with forces larger than themselves. Another striking element is how fragile this legacy truly is. Many UNESCO sites have survived wars, natural disasters, and political collapse, only to face their greatest threats in modern times: over-tourism, climate change, and neglect. Rising seas, melting glaciers, desertification, and uncontrolled development. now place pressure on places that endured for hundreds or even thousands of years. Their survival is no longer guaranteed by age alone. This is why UNESCO designation is not a trophy, but a responsibility. It is a reminder that heritage does not belong to the past. It belongs to the present, and by extension to the future. Visiting these sites is not just an act of discovery, it is a form of participation. How we walk, observe, photograph, and respect these places determines how long they will remain intact. Ultimately, the most powerful fact is this: UNESCO sites are not frozen in time. They are living chapters of a shared human story still unfolding. When we explore them with patience and care, we are not just travelers. We become temporary guardians of something far greater than ourselves. Conclusion. We've reached the end of this journey through treasures celebrating human creativity and natural beauty. Exploring these places shows that the planet holds wonders best appreciated when approached with respect, patience, and curiosity. Each destination reminds us that travel isn't only about arriving. It's about seeing, learning, and caring for what makes each corner unique. Before you go tell me which country you're joining us from on this journey, I love knowing how far these routes reach. And if you want to keep discovering more of the world's jewels, subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for being part of this adventure. See you at the next destination.